So the future is electric, and it is clean and bright and safe and guilt-free, and we'll look very elegant swishing about in our electric cars. At least that's what the car industry wants us to believe. But is it all true? Birgit Gebhardt probably knows. She joins us now in the studio. She's a futurologist and has seen the future, has even written a book about it. It's called 2037, Our Everyday Lives in the Future. Birgit, did you like what you see in your research?
Yes, so we combined several developments in our research, and we see two different types of future, in fact. We don't see the conventional engine anymore. We see electromobility on one hand, but we also see another future which goes beyond, which takes electromobility sort of a bridge to another more sustainable future power for motorization.
And what's that going to be?
That's the fuel cell in the end. And when you prepare cars like you change them now for the batteries, there's little to change more to put a fuel cell inside. So if you take this future aspect, this would be the ecological solution better than you have it now with the batteries and in electromobility. But still, this is a future because it has more economic power, because you have mass markets now like China who are very fond in this new technology of producing these batteries, and they have the mass market and the power to say, tomorrow we will import only electric cars, and then our industry has to adopt and to follow.
So is the demand for electric mobility that we see at the moment, which is, for example, in Germany, quite low, is it artificial? Is it a bridge technology? Are we wasting our time and money and energy in creating all these cars?
Personally, I hope it's a bridge technology, because I think ecological-wise, it is not really sustainable. Think of the batteries, think of the recycling of the batteries, think of the weight which causes these batteries for the car. Think then of all the procedures which go along with. That means the lightweight materials, carbon, for example, is not very sustainable material. You have all these sandwich elements. So there are already calculations which say, for example, a Nissan has to run 28,000 kilometers before he has the black zero economical wise and in efficiency of ecologically compared to a normal fuel engine.
This whole hype that we see at the moment about electric cars is mainly down to reducing CO2 emission to combat global warming. But how much of a difference will electric cars make?
Well, feel-wise, emotional-wise, a big difference, because you have clean air in the cities. I experienced that in Chicago, when you have the Michigan Road and you have 6 rows and it is almost silent and there's no dirt in the air and you can really breathe through in the middle of a city. That is changing, and that do people really affect in their everyday lives. I have visited Norway, and there, for example, you have the impression the German automotive industry doesn't take part anymore. So this is all in the hype, in the combination of new ecological thinking, and you feel it. But calculating-wise, from cradle to cradle, from the really beginning of generating these materials for the battery until the end of recycling, we still calculate it in a very beneficial way.
Birgit Gebhardt, thank you very much for joining us in the studio.
Thank you.